Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, riveting, and amazing Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, the one and only master of propaganda heroes like defender of the fatherland, off into 2v2 on Djebel Pass. In the west it is Mule and Bobr, fighting here with the German army, Deutschland. The Kampfgruppe Fischer, here with Kriegsmarine and Mechanized. West and east it is Penguinator and Col.Otto here with the British Polish Cavalry supporting the US 3rd Armoured Division here, the British 1st Armoured, and an offensive against the Germans. So we got double machine guns there for Bobr, one machine gun, Panzergrenadiers, Kriegsmarine troops out here for Mule, Rifleman sections there for the Allies. As always, big hearty thanks to my patient supporters for the continued generous and heroic support of the Propagandacast, making all these videos possible, and a big thanks to those who keep commenting and liking on them, helps immensely with the YouTube algorithm. So Dingoes, Rifleman there, Grenadiers for Bobr, got the Panzer Pioneer poking in here, got the Kriegsmarine sailors as possibly out of the element as they could possibly be here in the desert. Dingoes, Rifleman there, almost ready. So far no shots fired, though I think we'll see that soon enough. Probably looks to be around the centre. There we go. Section of the Leonfield and the Panzer Pioneer quickly duck into cover. And make a run for the building here. Col.Otto allows this to happen. He did not apparently sort of perceive this could be an option. Guess he just thought the opponent wouldn't be so audacious to run into the building right next to him. Good Lord, Jenkins, would you look at that? Yes, I see. They're running into the building next to us. Perhaps we should have secured it. What? Secure it? No. That's the devil's handiwork. Anyways, Grenadiers on the way here for Bobr. Panzergrenadiers are now here for Mule. South side here we've got Kriegsmarine troops, they're busy. Further up north, the Grenadiers machine holding about here. We got another section. We got a Jeep there now for Penguinator. No sign of a battle group. In fact, he's the only player now without a battle group who has yet to make the final plunge from the strategic level here. Finding here from the northern ruins, centre there remains firmly American. In the south here, Col.Otto and his British forces there holding up against the might of the Kriegsmarine. Big with Col.Otto catching Bobr in a bit of an awkward spot here. And he's trying to get the scouts up there. So several points here for contest. In the south, the British forces making steady headway as Mule decides not to push forward, instead withdraws here, I think, to focus more on the centre part of the map and backing up his team, who's, as you can see, they're a bit extended. And clearly not quite able to readily deal with everything that's being tossed at him at the moment. One's been occupying the house here. Kriegsmarine and Rifleman. Panzergun is all about to clash, you know. Rifleman retreat before the sailors there can arrive. You got a third, or Vickers there on the way for Col.Otto. Another Panzer's running from them. He's going heavily on them. Interesting choice there, and not too many Kriegsmarine chaps. Panzergun company for Bobr. Thumbs up. Further north, the Jeep being pushed back. MG team there being hauled up as well. Medic station for Penguinator, providing with healing and casualty recovery. Also, of course, his teammate with healing, so thumbs up there. Good teamwork.
The beggars are threatening a munitions point.
Sailors there, finally closest to the element. They're quickly getting outnumbered and outdone. They will have to withdraw here, or they're going to face utter extermination. Panzergrenadier company almost done. Light support company there from you. Sappers for Col.Otto. Panzergrenadiers there for Bobr. There we go, flamethrowers flashing out those dastard Germans.
Royal engineers on the field and ready for your orders.
Keep fighting!
Penguinator still without a battle group chosen. Still waiting the right time to strike, and there you go, platoon command post for Col.Otto. Penguinator with the infantry port center, with Bobr here with the infantry officers' quarters. Interesting. Here you go for the Panzergrenadier company, and also, you know, get the Panzergrenadiers moving, but it's not. Panzergrenadier chopping with the Rob squad, keep also moving in here. MG footage of the catch them out the open quickly and forcefully push them back there. Still, the German front line is looking a bit porous here. A bit extended. German forces not quite really being concentrated, I think, in any particular spots, like really hold back the Allies.
Sector
Effectively.
overrun. The enemy has it.
Mortars here for Penguinator. Note he dropped that one from the Jeep. What's up? There, no, most players are not trying to use it. There you go, officers' quarters up, giving all of Bobr's tier 1 units, then tier 0 units, a bit of a boost to the veterans 1 plus fast experience gain. Mechanized. Company brief considered a Mule, but decides against
The
it.
victory point is being overrun.
Stuart's been prepared here for Col.Otto, got the Shield rockets all being prepared here. Mule, we're not seeing too much happening here with. No, though, by Bobr, they're using his grenadiers to heal near his teammates' troops to heal them up there. Thumbs up, there's some good teamwork. Like to see that. Go to pool for Penguinator. Hard point prepared for Mule.
We're losing a capture point.
But as to what Bob was planning next, we'll have to see. There you go. Hard point being set down here on the ammunitions point. North side has fallen here to the German army as the 3rd Panzergrenadier Company makes headway. Panzer is called in here from Mule to deal, of course, with enemy light vehicles like dingoes, jeeps, but also, you know, larger targets like Stewards, Humbers, and Greyhounds.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
With the Panzergrenadier. They're also getting the resource caching upgrade there.
Territory sector lost, Commander.
Need to get a lot more munitions out of that one, that's for sure.
All victory points.
There we go. Folks, too. My God. Of course, also helping him and his team to get a lot more munitions. Pack 40 here for Bobr, and of course help deal with the light vehicles, of course capitalize his teammates. Panzer, this is all the work. South side, Panzer squad extended, easily pushed back here, routed. Bounty by the British, we got their grenade upgrades from stood light tank almost done from Col.Otto. Not surprised them to see the cube rocket being mounted on that.
Tracked and ready.
Of course he made, yep, there we go, shield rockets. For the British Empire.
Grenades and anti-tank grenades are now available.
Panzergrenadiers here, Panthers going for RAF squads, sections and scouts here, threatening the centre victory point. There go Mortifier, they're making that bit of a tougher engagement. Mule again with the Mechanized company there. .79, 427. Really close in terms of victory points, casualties. Map control, a bit more favoured for the Allies, but nothing, you know, excessively massive at the moment. Match operating at a fairly slow-ish pace.
Targets shall be rewarded, Commander.
Retraining there for Col.Otto. West side east section teaming up, they've got a big old horde of units under Mule's command. So you have to upgrade the Kriegsmarine and anything like an MD-42 or the Sturmgewehr. Section routed. Here you are, for Penguinator. Right, as Col.Otto's training is done, giving him a bit of a boost as well there. German assault tier 1 information, we've got Panzers there, they're getting suppressed. Looks like they've transferred out one of the Panzer grenadiers for a Panzer squad. At which point it does appear like the experience there is over. Oh, about to lose the Panzer squad here. Really close call. Pack misses the Jeep. And meanwhile, Mule just sort of sits back. There doesn't seem to be doing too much at the moment, even as Bobr pushing ahead here. Col.Otto bringing more forces to prepare for the German assault machine team to go down. That's a pretty big win here for Bobr and the German army. Jeep, they're suffering a Panzerfaust hit. And goes down, explodes into a ball of fire, and German forces not making a run here for the 30 cal. Thumbs up here, south side. There's a bit of prodding and poking here, but Col.Otto is firmly dug in, using the building here as a base of his defense, anchor point, if you will. It's making it tough here for Mule, but this current force seems to punch his way through that. Hit by his own mortifier, a bit awkward there. German force going ahead in big block formation, caught in the machine gun. And repairing here the hard point after taking damage. As we all know, the only way to fix wood is welding it. Double Stug D some Mule. That's definitely one way to deal with this. Those two seems a bit excessive, but oh, enthusiast. For us to say that half check goes up in flames, bounces on trouble there. Almost got the hard point fully welded up there. Stug D's an option here for Bobr. I mean, they could like both go Stug D's then. Obviously, in the case of Bobr, a few Starstorm as well there to back it all up.
Mine's late. Might want to avoid this.
Mines down there, thumbs up. We got multiple machines out here for Col.Otto. That's going to be very positive in the infantry. And once more, the hard point there is taking a lot of damage. And after all, welding all that wood together, Stuart strikes and ruins it. My God! Do you know how hard it is to weld wood? I don't even know who keeps giving us these orders, but it's very difficult without lighting it on fire. Anyway, second Stug halfway down here with Mule. It's the first one that's hit the field. That's a Bobr. It does look like he's going to go for the Stug D and Starstorm. Go to the south. First Stug striking at the Allied lines. Of course, need to dodge and protect the mines here. And does not have any mines for him, so that's going to be tough there for Mule. Definitely should go with some mines for units eventually. 30 Cal team in trouble. Building collapses here under heavy fire. He knows what's inside that, or maybe there was. Does notably lack a panzer grenadier squad, so maybe it was in there, I don't know. It's kind of like paying attention to other things, unfortunately. Which means you can sometimes like lose track of things right in front of my nose. Well, we got team weapons training here for Col.Otto.
A victory point is being overrun.
And we got the tank command upgrade there on top of the Stuart light tank. Now, I'd imagine firing a rocket off like that while your head is poking up might not be entirely great for your health.
The enemy has our victory point now.
Second Stug D, they're ready for Mule. Bobr there's closing in the Stug D for him.
Lost.
Yeah, again calling in. Will he call it in though?
Weapon training completed.
It's truly what Bobr desires.
The enemy has claimed a
As I was, we got Martis here for Mule as the first Wehrmacht Stug D with Starstorm arrives, giving Bobr there certainly a bit of a boost. Still no sign of upgrades here for the Kriegsmarine. Just a bunch of K9 TKs and a Sturmgewehr.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
Panzerpionier there for Mule. As the case of the Kriegsmarine, they probably wouldn't have been given K9 TKs, at least not, ones, actually made in Germany. They've probably given ones that affected like just other rifles, just made to be more like a K9 TK. The German army actually did that, as occupied more and more territories. They just latch on to whatever local factories making rifles and have them just make as close as a copy of the K9 TKs they could,
We're losing a munitions point to enemy action.
And those, of course, then go to various troops. The Kriegsmarine hits the mine now on retreat, taking a bit of nasty damage. North German forces making their steady headway here. They've got 422. Vacancy in a bit of sticky spot. Stug D diving in for Deutschland. Catching the vacancy in a storm of high explosive fire there. Machine gun blasts. Got a 6-pounder gun here. M1 anti-tank in there. Effectively the same thing. Holding up there.
We've lost the sector to the enemy.
Gun assaulting the Starstorm and another Stug D here. Ends up being a bit of a retreat here as Bobr has definitely made some miscalculations there and sending, most valuable units without enough support. And now we got Penguinator exploiting this by counterattacking as Bobr is withdrawing here. Got another 6-pounder of Col.Otto even as Penguinator is taking up. Mule and Bobr meanwhile have yet to do much more there. Stugs and Martyrs poking the center here. Bit of movement here as well. We got, in fact, a large German offensive with Panzer Grenadiers, Panzerpionier, Panzerjägers, noting no upgrades for the Panzer Grenadiers, anything like that.
For orders.
I can tell, no veteran scroll leaders, nothing like that. As for Penguinator, still no battle group, but at this point it does feel very likely to either be heavy weapons or spare cops, and certainly weight heavy weapons being much more likely and spare cops at this point. Almost at the studio, mine went off under it. Great here for And there goes the light tank kaput. Smashed into pieces. Further northeast, Duke trouble. Might actually lose it if he's not careful. Got a lot of fire left in that tank gun. Popping smoke. Keeper will be enough to deter from shooting through the smoke. Probably not. Very close call there. Got it. Right, is about to exit the arc of fire there. Bad luck there for Bobr. In the sandy edge, D's once more charging in with limited to no support. In a bit of trouble here. There goes Stu D down. That's 2 Stu D's down in a matter of moments. Kriegsmarine there trying to chuck grenades, but they are being suppressed here. We got a bigger flank here though, moving in, covering up that particular issue. So, center here of the map, being aggressive with German very fast here. Minds are doing this sometime, installing the German assault here from Mule. But it is not enough here. And there goes Dingo down. Tried to bring the 6-pounder to safety here and won, but it was for naught. As the Dingo went down fast, we'll deal with that. Now destroying the anti-tank, and he does not want them, and certainly even less wants the opponent to have them. There we go, company command from Col.Otto. Penguinator not too far away from the Sherman tank. Tank destroyer. More Stu D's from Mule. And that's for Bobr. We're not seeing any tech really. Let's go for the ambush package for the Starstorm. Branch for Col.Otto. Hands the grenade.
Please, not through, please.
Nice over the engineers here. Right, almost under for Col.Otto.
Supported fighters are available to decapitate the enemy.
Decapitation strike for Col.Otto. No fireflies there, believe them.
Requisition of grants complete, Commander.
Grant's being prepared.
We've lost a sector.
And going for the field cap. That's at the Allied base and flinging grenades at it. Bobr is not missing any moments here to do damage.
A fuel point is being overrun.
Axis 14 lead in terms of casualties. Victory points wide. It's still fairly close to the time lead for the Germans. Map control whilst the Germans are designed to make more of an actual headway here against the Allied armies.
The sector is in enemy control.
More tube rocket stuff here for Col.Otto, which makes it interesting. He's like not committing exactly heavily to them, like any way otherwise. It's not like he's bringing fireflies and spreading grants. I don't believe they can be upgraded either. So, odd choices there. Dawson trying the best here to hold the line, but I think at this point, even as rear guard, their days are very much numbered. They're going to shoot. Ooh, grenade on the retreating unit, and almost had it. Super close there for Penguinator. Really nice dip though. And this could still result in a wipe here from the Vickers. They can find the retreating troops. Oh, repossession is just as the Dawson passed by there. Awkward timing. South side here.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Say the word.
More stars from here for Bobr.
Victory point under enemy control.
Oh, he's calling another Stu D. I thought he'd actually take that somehow, but no. No deal there, just more Stu D's and stars from them. So we got a total of 3 Stu D's again. Let's see if this one lasts longer than the first one here for Bobr and the Wehrmacht. Yep, heavy weapons for Penguinator is in the end not exactly shocking development here. The thing that's going to pop out any monocles or get people to spill the drinks. Good lord. A Pershing heavy tank from the American player. What development in metagame is this? I demand answers, Imperial Dane. Answers. What is going on here? Nothing like that, I think. Polish lance down locked here for Col.Otto. Closing on that Pershing there for Penguinator. Camp is buildable for Bobr. More Mard is being marked for Mule as we've got machine team in a bit of a sticky spot. There's a lot of barred up riflemen. Panzerjägers with an MG there. Forbidden upgrade. And used against the sappers. Kriegsmarine is still not. Oh, no, they still haven't upgraded. He just refuses to upgrade them, I guess. Col.Otto, in response to all this shenanigans, brings in a 17-pounder gun here. It would appear at least he's starting to make the preparations. Write the prerequisite forms to command to unlock the 17-pounder gun.
17-pounder anti-tank guns available.
Stu D there for Bobr achieving that veterancy 1. Got the M3 Grant here ready for Col.Otto. He's going at it. Grant there scores a nice hit at the sidearm of the Stu D. Got an able strike here ready for Mule.
It's done. What now? Sappers, eager to shift some dead weight.
Sappers out in the centre, sectioning forwards. Officers' quarters here for Bobr. The Penguinator officers' quarters, if anything. Engineers getting blasted here, pummeled and hammered. Stu D rolling in. Got Fusion 2 is 286. 1985. Sounds the Stu D is getting mildly inconvenienced.
We're losing a victory point.
Through to series, he jumped over the force. Good shot on the ground here. Further up north, spilled up here by Bobr as he pushed ahead again here. Still no taken from him. That's really either, really. And they're sort of just kind of starting to end mid-tier. Polish Lancers are in and right into kill zone there. Grant knocked out. Polish Lancers about to get launched through. And there go decapitation strike here. Unleashed by the RAF, but it's not enough to save the Polish Lancers. Who very much, got knocked out. But he's got one of the martyrs there. Almost had a shoot. Got it with an Pershing heavy tank.
Victory point belongs to the enemy.
As his strikes leaving the German armoured forces here suddenly a bit discombobulated. 17-pounder guns being brought up by Col.Otto. 289 to 279.
Recce runs shall... All victory points are under enemy control. We must counterattack.
Got the Pershing rolling ahead here.
The tide is turning. The enemy is in the lead.
Double martyrs for Mule. Pershing.
Anti-tank weapon and crew on the field.
Taking hits.
That was Panzer Penguinator. Shot there in the pack one from the Pershing. Pack returns good hit. Grenadiers moving up. We got another martyr here for Mule in response to the Pershing's arrival.
The enemy is
What would
pushing
Bobr
hard.
do? I mean, he could take up. So far, he continues to just not take. Oh, there we go. That's fine. Take up. So Mule, his Kriegsmarine troops continues to just be there. At this point, they seem almost vestigial. South here, Panther Squad trying to pull for cover, deciding that is not going to work out and just withdraw instead. Here's 17-pounder going to be put into position, expecting the Germans to strike in this area. Col.Otto makes his preparations.
A Polish Lancer section has been assembled.
Another Polish Lancer section. Hopefully this one will fare better than the first one.
We're losing a victory point.
And you'll bring in more Stu Ds as a Bobr takes up.
Victory point lost. The enemy has control.
Well, North American forces poking in. Starts Turban Panzer with a bit of withdrawal here. 146, 277. Martyrs, Panzer Penguinator on the move here.
DAF on station and ready for mission.
Until it's strike unleashed here by Mule onto the British American positions here. No idea what ship would have been flying there. One martyr goes down here. Got the tanks to the flank here. Massive destruction now following up here. Rhino could have just been Seaton ferries firing the Flak 88s. Artillery remote goes the Flak 36, AK 58 was very much, also part artillery. There's even put some footage from around the Ardennes period assault there. They actually find airburst shells at Allied positions.
Victory point is in enemy
Anyways,
hands.
right from their pushback. And yes, they did mount some flak idiots on those ferries. They turned them to gun barges. Little aircraft motors to control them. 245, 268 here. Polish lines withdrawing, 17-pounder gun setting up here. Got the Kriegsmarine troops are getting hit by the machine gun here. A little mercy there, courtesy of Col.Otto. Mule leases up the Stug Ds and then realises he's charging right to the 17-pounder gun. Decides it's time to skedaddle. Bobr, I think, is setting up for a Panther. That's going to take a while here. Meanwhile, the German front line is now starting to shrink. I think we're actually under repeated Allied assaults. Going there for Penguinator to make his unit cheaper to reinforce. Second diving in, his Stug Ds bombarding, pummeling, hammering here. Sticky bomb there doing some light damage here to the Stug D.
Forward with haste. The enemy has only 250 points left.
And the 17-pounder gun hit for Col.Otto. Duty catching the track here with the 17-pounder gun, but that also means the 17-pounder gun is Stug D. That's an awful day.
Designate high
Call
priority
the Panther,
targets
thank
at
you for
your
Bobr,
will.
unless they make that a lot more expensive now. And with the deck, possible, they might have tried doing that. Next getting flanked here, 17-pounder bringing into position again. German falls up northeast, no poking. South side has effectively just been abandoned there, like Mule's been trying not very much here recently, except a slight bit of, probing, harassment, but nothing like significant there. Which of course makes it easy for Col.Otto then to fight, side by side here with Penguinator around the center and the north.
A victory point is being overrun. A sector.
Brief moment of quiet here before things heat up again. Here, there we go. Quiet gone. Article quality treated with the stars from the Propagandacaster. 145-91. And there you go, Bobr with the Panther. The Panzerkampfwagen 5. Ausführung D. Last model of the Panther. And also model of Panther quite consistently commonly used in the other Panthers for Panther terms, essentially. Well, not so much to turret, but they just dig in the tank and just effectively heavy shots. Fun fact, there was a lot of time they just broke down and Germans just figured they couldn't fix the tanks against, they just used them right now instead. Duke's been here for the 17-pounder gun, well positioned in the south. We finally get more offensive action from Mule. Up north, things are going pear-shaped here for the German army as Allied forces under Col.Otto and Penguinator unleash repeated attacks here, smashing into the German lines here. It is a bit of a mess, and there you go. Got the 17-pounder gun and the truck here with a Kriegsmarine barrage. Officers' quarters there almost done for Bobr's Panthers, and there you go, his Panzerkampfwagen 5 Ausführung D hits the field. Total of 3 models of Panthers. Theoretically, there was one planned that, in at least partially saw service. There's mostly just the hull without the turret, but that was the Model F. But also, you had the Model D, the Model A, and finally the Model G of Panthers. The Model D being the one with the most issues. Though, even with the Model G, they still have many issues, particularly mechanically. But there you go, Panther in trouble here. It's certainly awkward here for Bobr to lose his Panther almost as soon as he got it. Almost seems to think what's happening here. Meanwhile, Mule here hanging back further south. There is some fighting here between infantry. Col.Otto not committing too much here, so he is, focused here on the northern effort here. Stug D smashed here apart by the Betty 217-pounder gun and perhaps Polish lines as well there. Taking a blow there to Mule. Another truck out here for Col.Otto.
We're losing a victory point to enemy action.
He holds another 17-pounder to the front, so that's 2 17-pounder guns here for the British. Definitely posing massive issues with the Germans, who currently lack, any artillery besides the Call-in versions. The Vespers, that is. I mean, you're off-map, I should say, not Polish, but off-map. Like no Vespers, no Stukas, no Mortars, zip. Not make things easier for the Germans, that's for sure. We got the Allies squeezing them harder and harder in the south. The Panzer Pioneer and Panzers pushing back the sapper section there. Kriegsmarine have somehow managed to survive, and I think they also have managed to still remain unupgraded. Yep.
17 pounders setting up.
Still no upgrade there for Mule's Panzergrenadiere.
We're losing a victory point.
They remain as unblemished
Report
as
to the front. The enemy has
snow in the
75
morning
points
there in
left.
terms of like weapon upgrades.
The enemy
The
has our
Panzergrenadiers of
victory
Bobr almost
point
done.
down.
No starts on there, and another Stu D there on the way for Mule.
We're all four up. Taking fire.
245 to 63 here, clock's ticking into the German army pretty fast. You do something, I think, drastically to really, like, get the drop on the Allies, because currently it does feel like they're very much dancing to the Allied tune, and unfortunately the Allied tunes are not very gentle to the German dancers. Right, they're almost done with Col.Otto. Massive shift from the north towards the south here.
The beggars are threatening a victory point.
Looks like he's trying to launch a flank attack. The problem is, I think the timing here is too obvious. Unless the Allies, of course, are just not paying attention, just giving enough time to react. So like any particular well, let's catch on that something is happening there. Got Persian Hellcat flanking here. Bobr, 17 pumpkin brought up him. Got a ground tank in the south here. Really big engagement out here. Panzers there, wipe the Persian retreat, pendulum forwards. Getting hit by Hellcats, Pershings, and the 17-pounder gun here. Bad news for the Germans to dashing into 17-pounder gun here. Until I'm used on this one, but I fear it won't be sufficient. Ooh, actually, the Russian would have. Well, that's a gone now.
We're losing a victory point.
Gun, but not the gun. German forces throw themselves into the Allied guns in the centre, desperately for the Germans to buy just a few more seconds.
Victory point is in enemy hands.
The losses are quite frankly brutal here, and I don't think it's going to get them much fun. There you go, GG. A brutal loss there for the Axis forces, a win for the Allies. Definitely felt like the German strategy just kind of like, stalled out, didn't know what to do after a certain point, whereas the Allies just, went for the reliables in the case of the Americans with the Pershing, and then just a pair of 17-pounder guns for the Allies. Just the British kind of shut down things further there. But hope you enjoyed the match and learned something from it. This is Imperial Ancient. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.